You're listening to Mic Drop Moments, a podcast brought to you each week with me, your host, Sandra Garlick. During the podcast, I invite guests to share their amazing stories, knowledge, and top tips, including their mic drop moments, especially for you. I also share my learning and inspiration about life, business growth, and visibility. I'm delighted to bring the Mic Drop Moments podcast to you each week to inspire and motivate you to achieve. Enjoy the podcast and don't forget to leave a review. Mic Drop Moments is sponsored by Grow Radio. Want to launch your own podcast? Grow Radio are here to help. Grow Radio has launched and supported countless podcasts, and they'd love to do the same for you. Just hit record and they'll handle the rest. No editing stress, no technical faff, just a great podcast released when you want. Need a little extra support? Grow Radio's workshops and courses make getting started easy. Let's bring your podcast to life. Message Grow Radio on social media. Let's make this happen.
Hello and welcome to Mic Drop Moments, podcast where I talk all about visibility, speaking and building a business that works for you, not the other way around. And today we're talking about something that affects every business owner at some point. That feeling of doing absolutely everything yourself while you're wondering if anyone even notices. You know, the one where you're spinning the plates, juggling the clients, trying to keep up with social media, and somehow still needing to find the time and the energy to be visible and confident. It's a lot, isn't it? And that's exactly why this episode is called From Hidden to High Profile, because staying hidden might feel safe, but it keeps you small. Visibility isn't about just showing up online. It's about showing up for yourself and for your business with purpose, consistency, and confidence. So if you've ever felt invisible, uncertain, or like you're shouting into the void, this episode is for you. And I'm going to be chatting to you about how to become visible and no longer the world's best kept secret. I've been there. That moment when you're doing everything right, but you're feeling absolutely no one is noticing. I remember sitting at my desk a few decades ago now, surrounded by notebooks, post-its, and endless ideas, thinking, I'm doing all this work, but who actually even knows that I exist? And that stopped me in my tracks because it made me realise something really important. You can't grow if no one knows what you do. Visibility isn't something that happens when you're successful. It's what actually creates that success. And it doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you decide to stop hiding and to start showing up. And I just want to put a caveat in here. It's showing up in a way that works for you. That turning point for me, I made a promise that day to stop waiting for opportunities to find me and to start creating them. And the truth is, you don't have to do it alone. When you surround yourself with a community of like-minded business owners or people that understand exactly what it's like to wear every hat, something shifts. You realise you're not the only one who doubts themselves or struggles with visibility. You find encouragement, collaboration, and the kind of energy that helps you keep going when motivation dips. And that's exactly why I created the Let's Get Visible community. It's a space on Facebook where business owners support one another, learning, sharing, celebrating, and growing together. Because visibility isn't just about being seen, it's about being supported as you step into the spotlight. Now, you could have the best product, the best service, or the most incredible story, but if no one knows about it, you and your business will stay completely hidden, invisible. Visibility isn't about shouting the loudest or posting every day on social media. It's about showing up authentically as you and consistently so the right people can find you and connect with you. And when that happens, opportunities will start finding you. Believe me, it's true. You'll notice more collaborations, podcast invites, new clients, and even media features, all because you made the decision to show up. I love this quote from Bob Berg. All things being equal, people will do business with and refer business to those people they know, like, and trust. And that's what visibility creates. Trust. People buy from trust. And trust leads to connection, which leads to opportunity. Are you ready to be seen, be heard, and be remembered? Join me, Sandra Garlick, for my free 3-day From Hidden to High Profile challenge, designed to help you stop hiding behind your business and start showing up with confidence. Over 3 powerful days, I'll show you how to boost your visibility, attract opportunities, and position you as the go-to expert in your niche. It's time to stop being the best kept secret and start shining in the spotlight. Reserve your free place now. Just head to the show notes and I'll see you inside. Take care. Now back to the podcast. I think one of the biggest shifts of my own journey came from saying yes to things that scared me initially. I still remember the first time I stood on stage at a large event. I won't go into the smaller events. I just want to talk about the large one. My heart was racing. My palms were sweating, and part of me was thinking, what on earth am I doing here? I literally wanted the ground to swallow me up. But I did it. I told my story. I shared what I knew. And afterwards, someone came to me and said, Sandra, that really resonated with me. And that's the moment I realised visibility isn't about perfection. It's about connection. If I hadn't said yes, that conversation and follow-up would never have happened. And that consistently happens to me time and time again, every time I stand on stage, every time I speak, every time I deliver something. So if you're waiting to feel ready, don't. Visibility happens in the doing. It doesn't have to be speaking on stages. It could be all sorts of things. And remember, it has to be what's right for you. So I'm going to share 5 ways to go from hidden to high profile. So let's talk about how you can start moving from hidden to high profile. And these 5 things have made a huge difference for me. And I think they'll make a huge difference for you too. So number 1, say yes to opportunities. Visibility starts the moment you say yes. Now, you'll always hear me saying, will it make the boat go faster? So do make sure they are the right opportunities for you and they will take you towards your destination, your goal. So enter the award, join the panel discussion, post the video online, put your hand up for something new. Every yes builds confidence and momentum. Because when you step up, people start to take notice, and visibility attracts visibility. 2, network with intention. Networking is one of the most powerful ways to build your profile when you do it with purpose. I've seen people walk into an event on their own and leave with collaborations, new friends, new contacts, and ideas that completely change their business. This happens again and again when people attend my awards. I see it happen. I see the impact. I see what happens afterwards. And they come again the following year and tell me about these collaborations and the network opportunities that have been created. So when you network, focus on connection, not collection. How many times have you been to a networking event and somebody walks around and they're thrusting leaflets and business cards at you? Yes, hand over a business card. I still use business cards, but do it with intention. Do it with a purpose on leading to a conversation. It's not about how many business cards or followers you collect. It's about who you build genuine relationships with. And remember, everything starts with that first conversation. The best networks are built on trust, generosity, and authenticity. And those relationships can open doors you never knew even existed. 3, share your expertise. I love sharing my expertise, which is why I love delivering this podcast. You are an expert at what you do, even if sometimes you forget that. One of the quickest ways to build credibility and trust is to share what you know. That could mean writing a blog or a LinkedIn post, speaking on a summit, being a guest on a podcast, maybe delivering a short talk at an event or local networking event. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. Just start. Just say yes. When you share your story or insights, you're not only positioning yourself as the go-to in your field, you're helping someone else move forward. And that's what visibility really is. Service through sharing. The next one is one I'm absolutely big on. Number 4, celebrate your wins. So many business owners downplay their achievements. It's one of the reasons I first started my awards, helping women in business to recognize their achievements and to celebrate them. We say things like, oh, it's nothing, or oh, I was just lucky. But here's the truth. Celebrating your wins is one of the most powerful ways to build visibility and credibility. I'm not just talking about shouting about them on social media, although that's good too. I'm talking about entering awards that showcase your achievements, putting yourself forward and giving your work the recognition it deserves. And it may not just be awards, but awards is a great example of this. Awards aren't just trophies or titles. They tell your story, they open doors, and they elevate your profile and credibility in ways you might not even realize. Even the process of entering helps you reflect on how far you've come, and that alone is worth it. So next time you're tempted to brush off your success or your achievements, stop and celebrate them instead. You've earned it, so celebrate it. And in case you're wondering, the Woman Who Achieves Awards open for entry on the 1st of January 2026. Number 5, collaborate to elevate yourself. Collaboration is one of the fastest ways to build your profile, other than speaking, of course. When you partner with others, whether that's a joint event, a podcast exchange, or maybe a shared campaign, you instantly expand your reach and credibility. Summits are a great example of this. Everybody shares their audiences. What a great way to boost your visibility and grow your audience. I've recently entered into a great collaboration. In fact, I can't believe we're entering into year 3, and that's the Great Women in Business. We've started off with one event, 4 powerful networks coming together. And this year we've invited in a 5th network, and each year we will invite another network to join us. It's a sharing of audiences. It's a powerful collaboration. It's elevated each and every brand. Together we've created a space for networking, connection, storytelling, and shared visibility. Because when business owners come together, incredible things happen. So you don't have to do it alone. Think about where your next collaboration might be. Sometimes your next big opportunity comes from a simple conversation that starts with, hey, let's do something together. And that's exactly how the Great Women in Business was formed. I'd just quickly like to tell you about the From Hidden to High Profile 3-day challenge. Now, if this conversation is resonating with you and you're thinking, I want to do this, I'm ready to step up, I'd love to invite you to join me for the From Hidden to High Profile 3-day challenge. It starts on Monday, the 10th of November, and it's completely free. Over 3 days, we'll work together to help you take action, not just think about it. You'll get 3 live sessions in a private Facebook group to shift how you think about visibility, 3 practical tasks to help you show up with more confidence, and 3 actions you can implement straight away to raise your profile. You'll leave the challenge feeling clear, energized, and ready to take that next step in your visibility journey. And you'll be doing it alongside a community who get it. You can find all the details and register via the link in the show notes. So I just want to leave you with my final thoughts, really. Visibility isn't about ego. It's about opportunity for you, your business, and the people you serve. And you don't have to do it all at once or all on your own. Start small. Say yes. Share what you know. Celebrate what you've achieved, and collaborate with others to lift you higher. That's how you go from hidden to high profile, one intentional step at a time. So thank you for joining me this week on Mic Drop Moments. If this episode has inspired you, I'd love to know your biggest takeaway. Share it with me on social media or drop me a message. And remember, visibility isn't vanity, it's strategy. So until next week, get yourself out there, be seen, be heard, and be remembered. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Mic Drop Moments podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me next week for more inspiration, learning, and top tips. Want to work with me on your business growth and strategy, speaking, or simply growing your audience? Just get in touch. Visit womanwho.co.uk to find out how you can start your speaking and visibility journey, or even feature on a future podcast. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss next week's podcast. And if there are any topics you would like to hear, just get in touch with me, your host, Sandra Garlick.